stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you smash that like button for Chris, for Nick, for Chase, for Glizzy Boy. Guy.
Yeah, what, last week came to you and Chris picking a score?
Yep.
Then, yeah, you and I had to go to OT.
And then
No, me and Chris was just
I think
the
we were
game.
close both weeks.
It was just the game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, you
damn
and I had OT
Chargers.
last night. I don't know why the fuck I said 54. It looked like it might have hit
It
on
was,
the nose.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I bet the over 52.5, so, like,
So you
I was like,
really,
if I'm not on the hot dog seat, at least I made some money.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it started off hot. What really dicked me was the interception that Cooper Rush had in the end zone. That
Yep.
sucked. That took at least 3 points off the board. And then the punt. Although it was touched on afterward.
That
but
was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
I've never seen that before either. Micah Parsons was crying on the sideline, quite literally crying on the sideline.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was just, fuck the Cowboys. Amon-Ra,
Yeah.
shout out.
Call back there.
Yeah,
Warrior.
former Lions legend.
Yeah. Top 100.
Top 100. But we got a lot to talk about. A good thing that happened last night, other than the Cowboys losing, was the Red Wings won.
Yeah, dude.
They got 2 points. It was very impressive. Comeback win. Neil had the stat on BDE today that the Sabres have forced a goaltender pull 5 times already this season because they they've scored enough to where the other team has changed their goalie 5 times already this season.
Mm-hmm.
They've only won 1 of those games.
That does not make
That's
sense.
crazy.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
I was looking at the post last night on Twitter, and like everybody like on NHL Twitter, not Red Wings Twitter, was like, oh, no shit, no surprise, Sabres blow leads, they can't keep a lead. Reimer in net is not a great option for sure, but the boys, when Kosa got in there, he let up a couple bang plays. They weren't really his fault. They were the first one he couldn't do anything on. The second one, a rebound, But he buckled down after that. He obviously had 2 huge stops in the shootout to give them the win. But you could see the team, after he got in net, they were like, all right. Like, they picked it up. They wanted to win for the kid. They wanted to get him his first win. Milan's a fucking idiot for not just starting him. Like, just put him out there. What are you doing?
I saw your tweet immediately when it was announced that he wasn't in again. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was stupid. Like, you're going to have Ville Husso his 3rd game in a row? Like, that's just stupid. But took care of business. My MVP of the game, Mo Sider.
Yeah.
That dude, not only did he have a nasty snipe to tie up the game,
2 nasty hits.
he was throwing dudes around, man.
Mo hits Sider.
Mo hits. It's so funny because there's been multiple times this year where when Mo Sider locks in, when he's like, all right, when he gets pissed off,
Yeah.
and he takes over, he's like, I'm the best fucking player on the ice. I'm going to do whatever I want.
Happened
It's
to-
been multiple times this year where he's done that, and they've ended up winning the game, or he scored, or has led to a winning play.
After that second hit, they're getting chippy in his face. He's like, let's fucking go. Like, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, go the fuck up.
Because
he's like, come on, bitches.
He's so fucking good, dude. I love
And that
Mo Sider.
goal was so
It was
nasty.
a nasty snipe. It was a nasty snipe.
Fucking disgusting. It was a wanted fucking curveball bullet.
Yeah, right-handed shot, right on that side of the goalie, dude, up over his shoulder, backside, man. That was just impressive. Impressive snipe.
And don't look now.
Like, that's a goal scorer's goal. That's Mo Sider
Yeah.
with a forward snipe. It was beautiful.
Don't look now. That brings out 3 points.
Let's go.
Don't let these Red Wings get hot.
Don't let
Nick,
these
how you feel
fucking
about
Red
that
Wings
game?
get hot.
I mean, you guys saw it with the Capitals last year. I mean, these overtime losses, they kind of stack up in a sense. You saw it. I mean, we're getting a point when during this losing streak, we gained some points. So even though they were losing those games, at least they got points doing it. I want to shout out Raymond. He's on pace for 88 goals 88 points. 88 goals, that'd be insane. 88 points this year. We talked about him possibly hitting that superstar level and being around 90 points this year. Razor's taking that step up. in these past few games specifically, he's been getting hot, and I did want to see Sider get more involved in the offense, and it seems like he is taking that to heart, and he's starting to do that more as well.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing it from Raymond. I mean, he was a point-a-game guy all year. He was averaging a point a game all year, but he was kind of snake-bitten when it came to getting the puck in the back of the net for the beginning of the season. But the past, 3 weeks, the dude has just been absolutely lighting the lamp at an elite pace. So I love to see him getting in there. I love to see Dylan Larkin proving everybody wrong. Dylan Larkin proving everybody wrong that said he can't be a 1C in the National Hockey League, that said he can't be an elite center in the National Hockey League, because he is playing like a 1C. He is playing like an elite center, and shout out to him, man. I love Dylan Larkin. So seeing him perform at this level that we all expected out of him, and then, like you said, Raymond has been playing great all year, but now the goals are starting to come. Now you're starting to see him put it in the back of the net. Sider and Edvinsson are one defensive pairing that anybody in the NHL wants. They're a top 5 defensive pairing in the league, and it just sucks because every other defenseman on the team is completely useless. And like Gustafsson, Petrie, Hall, Sherratt. If Sherratt is on your third pairing, if Sherratt is the worst defenseman on your team, then you're fine. But him being the third best defenseman on your team is an absolute joke. So they still got a lot to go right there, but you see the top-tier talent really coming through with these young guys, with Larkin, Raymond, Sider, Edvinsson looking like they are top upper-echelon NHL talent. Patrick Kane hit a couple crossbars last night, easily could have had a goal or two himself. So
the hometown kid was going to knock one in.
Yeah, he had a couple crossbars, and then he just missed the shootout goal, but I'm happy with the way they're playing. I need to see Kosa in the net more.
Yep.
So Ville Husso can take a hike. Like, bring up Campbell and have Campbell and Kosa go until Talbot gets back, because Husso lets in safe goals, or lets in soft goals, and you can't do that while having 4 useless defensemen in front of you. Like, it's not 100% Ville Husso's fault, because nobody expects him to be Andre Vasilevsky or anything like that. But when you have 4 of your 6 defensemen shouldn't be on an NHL roster, then it's going to make it a lot harder. And you can't double that with being a goalie who tends to let in safe goals or soft goals, which is what Ville Husso does. So I'd like to see Kosa and whoever else, whether it be Campbell or Talbot, whoever is ready to come up, be the 2 goalies you roll with.
What was the setback with Campbell when we first got him?
I'm not sure.
I'm down for it. Kosa's here. I mean, that's dope. We've been hearing about him for 3 years now.
And he looked good.
Yeah.
Once like, he let in a couple, you could tell, he's a little nervous. Let in a couple that would have been insanely highlight reel saves if he would have stopped the goal, because it was, like
Good shots.
bing bang boom kind of play.
Italian as fuck.
Yeah,
Type of shit you don't
tic tac toe,
understand.
as Mickey Redmond would say. But you like to see him settle down. You like to see the team was really playing hard for him, trying to get him that win. So that was a big 2 points for sure.
If Kosa gets sent down, I'm going to be livid.
Yeah.
I tuned in last night after I heard Kosa was back in. Like, honestly, that's where I was
He's
at.
6'7", man. He's gonna stop more goals. He's gonna stop more pucks than Ville Husso.
And he's athletic.
Yeah.
He's athletic as 6'7", and that's where he's been throwing up really good numbers in Grand Rapids. I've been keeping an eye on him, and he's, you got to give this kid some run. Like, it got my interest last night. This team hasn't been winning enough games. I think this is where you have to see some of those young guys come out and, start to shine through. And Kosa is one of the most important players of this rebuild moving forward.
If you want to make the playoffs, you can't have Ville Husso starting goals for you.
Hell no.
You cannot have Ville Husso starting games for you if you want to make the playoffs. Like, it's got to be Kosa and then Talbot, hopefully, when he gets back soon. But Ville Husso cannot be in that if you want to make the playoffs this year.
Jacob in the Woodward Sports group chat, make sure you guys get in there, smash the like button. I can't watch until there's a coaching change. Where are you at with Lalone coming off of a victory?
I mean, he
falls in 5-game losing
fault.
streak.
Yeah, it's his fault.
I know, that's what I'm asking. Like,
That they
now
were
it's
down.
easy to say that for a loss.
Yeah.
But
It's his fault that they let up 3 goals in the first period. So I'm still not happy with him. I still would like to see them move on, but I don't think they're going to do it during the season.
Brendan Williams, 24/7, lives rent-free in Lions Fans Eds. You're in a Lions fans chat during a Lions fan show. Who's living in whose head? What are you doing?
Cousins, man.
Mind your business.
Absolute cousins.
His cousin fucking cousins from
Speaking of
Minnesota.
cousins, updates on your cousin Luigi.
Oh, my boy, Luigi. Ooh, he dropped. All right, let me find the tweet so I can read it. This was from Luigi Magnione, or however you pronounce his name.
Some bars.
From his manifesto, he says, to the feds, I'll keep it short because I do respect what you do for the country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I'll state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. And then he went on to say, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42nd in life expectancy. United is the fucking largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart. It has grown and grown, but has our life expectancy? No. It really is these blank have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it.
What was blank?
Air horns.
It's a ... No, it truly is these. He probably said like CEOs or companies or something like that. But these people.
N-word.
Probably not. Well, that dude.
That would have been such a random drop.
That's a fake manifesto, says Bradley Stroh.
Oh.
I don't know.
Sounded legit. It
Sounded
sounded
legit.
like, yeah, it sounded like this.
Those numbers
Because people are
don't sound
saying
bad.
it wasn't a real person or it was a different person.
So that thing, I saw the eyebrow pictures, and I kind of agree a little bit. Like the eyebrows aren't the same as the eyebrows on.
The
my cousin.
eyebrows did look different.
Eyebrows look different, and also, because this kid has a doctorate in computer science, if I'm not mistaken. He's a smart guy. 3D printed that gun. You're telling me a guy this smart keeps the gun, keeps the fake IDs, opens up a Snapchat while live on stream.
No, there's a video of him being arrested.
Oh yeah, he screamed out. I forgot what he screamed.
Yeah, he screamed something.
You said something about the
Subscribe to
American
Woodward
public.
Heavyweights.
Yeah, he said subscribe to Woodward Heavyweights.
That's crazy.
Wow.
He said it is completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
But it's weird. Someone that this smart would have the fake IDs, have the fake gun, have all the evidence, unless you wanted to get caught. I mean, I don't know.
I'm with you, but it goes to like mental stability. You know, like maybe there is some type of influx there. I know he's denied that as of now. He's denied like that he has any mental health issues or anything like that. But that could be part of it, because there was the one thing that I saw just moments ago that said he was in court and the only things he attested to were not really the crimes and stuff levied against him, but the money that was in his bag. He said, I didn't know how that got there, and the waterproof case. He like fought that it was waterproof or something along those lines, but he didn't say anything about the crime, about the gun, about being arrested, wrongfully being detained, anything like that. So
It is kind of
I don't
sketchy.
know.
We talked about it yesterday, like him being caught in McDonald's with all the stuff on him. Like,
It's weird.
it's weird. And
Especially someone that smart.
I'm not saying I'm a assassin or a murderer, but allegedly,
But your cousin is.
if I was someone that did something like this and I was in New York already, I would just go right to Canada.
Yeah.
Allegedly, hypothetically.
I mean, seriously,
I mean,
we
if they
have heard
found
that
Joey,
he
they
is
could find weed.
Woodward Heavyweights.
It's mine. Oh,
No, your turn to talk.
okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's
You're done.
There's a lot going on. I just saw that video of him getting arrested for the first time.
Yeah.
Shit's pretty crazy.
It is brazy. Allegedly, he's a Woodward Heavyweights fan. May call him today.
Allegedly, he is a Woodward Heavyweights fan. We cannot
may
confirm
call
nor
him
deny
today.
that.
Bill Belichick has accepted the job at the University of North Carolina.
Yeah.
They gave him
Wow.
an organizational Bible, like with hirings,
James,
everything.
James, one second. James says, talk sports. None of you know anything about politics. Stay in your lane. This isn't
not
politics.
politics.
This was an assassination of a CEO in New York City. How the
Yeah.
fuck does that? What is politic? What?
I guess
no,
the
it's
healthcare stuff,
politics.
but
There's nothing about politics.
yeah.
100% he's the fall guy, says Beast Piece. I'm not saying, but the eyebrows definitely look different.
Eyebrows is different.
Was there a grassy knoll shooter?
Just saying. And it's not like they were hairy the pitcher, then unhairy when arrested. They were unhairy the pitcher, hairy when arrested. Unless, I mean, some people grow hair that quick, though, I guess. Nick, you're one of them.
That fast?
Eyebrows,
What you
though?
talking
Facial
about?
hair. Yeah, eyebrows don't
Eyebrows
grow
don't
quick.
grow that
Yeah.
fast.
I thought you were taking a shot at me for a second.
No, you just grow
No.
a beard.
Okay, thanks,
actually
bro.
a compliment.
Appreciate it, man.
Would you ever make a bet where you'd shave your eyebrows to see if they grow just as quick?
No, not my eyebrows, man. I already no. Nope. That beard, yes.
No bet.
I'll do the beard.
How much money would have to be on the line for you
For my eyebrows?
Yeah, to shave your eyebrows if you lost.
200.
200,000.
No,
Nah, come on, dude.
Yeah, for real.
200,000.
Yes.
So
All
you're-
right, bro.
So you're
Okay,
telling me
no.
100,000 each time.
Yeah,
$115,000.
100,000. You're
Yeah.
not going to shave your
Maybe
eyebrows.
20K.
500.
Somebody offers you $5,000
$500
on a bet right now to shave your eyebrows.
We'll pull
$5,000
240 right now.
I don't know. Probably
Somebody
not.
offer you 1,000,
No,
you do it.
No, I wouldn't do it for 5 either. No.
I would do it for $5,000 in
That
a
is
heartbeat.
every
Yes.
day. Every day.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
and
about
people are
it.
like, "Whoa, why do you look like that?" I made $5,000 to shave my eyebrows.
Dude,
Great.
one of my buddies got his eyebrows
did you
shaved in
do
high
today?
school, and it was not good for a long time. Like it fucked up his life pretty bad. I would not want that. I would not do it for 5K.
See, the eyebrows don't grow that quick.
I would 1,000% do it for $5K.
Absolutely.
I feel like my eyebrows are like way darker than yours though.
My eyebrows are pretty. They're pretty
Yeah.
much gone, anyways.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
got, like,
true.
I got like some
Your
bushy
eyebrows?
ass black eyebrows.
Who's you have a little bit?
They're like fucking. You guys see?
you doing?
It's because my hair was blonde.
Check them out, Holmes.
Oi. No,
Yeah, you got pretty thin eyebrows.
Spencer.
I'd probably do it for like $1,000, like $100. No, I'm just kidding. I'd do it for $1,000.
$500.
I'd do it for like
No.
3.
If I bet you Lions beat the Bills, $500.
But
But if they lose,
I have to shave my eyebrows.
Yeah.
But if they win, I get $5,000
$500.
or $500. I would probably do that.
I think I would. Too. You had a good point.
You guys all have
Easy,
a lot
I
more
feel like
prominent
you-
eyebrows.
Yeah.
than I
I
do,
feel
for
like
sure.
You got
wouldn't
some
look
thin
bad
brows.
either. Yeah, I got some thick brows. I think me and Nick would look the goofiest. Like
I would
off
look
rip.
fucking weird. Like I
Yeah.
had that one
5K is
disease.
easy. Yeah, dude. Saying you wouldn't do it for 5K, that's crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
Doughboy Steve, Easy would do it for 5 guys.
Spenny plucks his eyebrows.
Burgers
His
and
mark,
fries.
hero mark on.
Instead of like,
I did get my unibrow waxed by one of the Lady Jane's girls. That shit hurt.
really?
I don't really have unibrow, so it was just like skin.
Apple skin.
Yeah.
Instead of like hurting yourself, you just pluck an eyebrow every day.
Yeah.
Stupid! You're such an idiot. All right.
You bet on the Panthers.
Tell us about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work out in a judgment-free zone. You can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Upgrade to the Black Card and get you some amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Planet Fitness. Join today in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Get energized for the holidays during the 12 Days of Fitness at Planet Fitness. Now through December 20th, join for $1 down, $15 a month. And recharge this holiday season and beyond in the clean and spacious judgment-free zone, filled with equipment for every workout. Stay motivated with free fitness training and lots more. Celebrate the 12 Days of Fitness at Planet Fitness. Join for $1 down, $15 a month. Hurry! Offer ends December 20th.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Listen, is your wife getting pegged by Ugandan monk? It's time to divorce that girl and get out of there, brother. Call Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law. Tell them the heavyweights sent you. They'll pay your first-time filing fee. Just dial the number 248-971-0476 or just scan the QR code above my head. They deal with any type of family law issue too, guys. Child custody, visitation, all that serious stuff. But most importantly, if she's getting pegged by a Ugandan, you gotta,
Divorce.
Catherine.
Oh, shit. What up, though? Welcome back. I forgot I'm driving today. Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on Woodward Sports. Smash that like button for Easy, Nick, Chase, Chris. I am Spencer. We got to talk about the bells of the ball when it comes to the Lions matchup with the Buffalo Bills this weekend. Josh Allen, Jared Goff, two quarterbacks that are the two highest quarterbacks in MVP contention this year. When you look at these guys, they're playing lights out. Obviously, Josh Allen was superhero against the Rams and lost that game. When you look at this matchup, Easy, you put it on there. Jared Goff versus Josh Allen. So what do you want to talk about with Jared Goff versus Josh Allen?
That's my only pen for the day. Never fails every day. This is quite literally Batman versus Superman. You said it already yourself. Josh Allen was a superhero.
He was.
Last week.
Josh Allen
is a superhero. He's the guy that's flying through lanes. He can throw the ball 50 yards down the field on the dime. He can do it on the run. He can do anything and everything everybody wishes he could do while chewing bubblegum.
Would you say he's the best dual-threat quarterback of all time?
No. However.
I was called a madman.
Well,
he's
actually,
about to win MVP.
He definitely has way more of a case for that now.
Dude, it was always the case. It was always the case.
Never.
I'm just saying.
But now there's a case to be made. Absolutely. Of all time. Yeah, he's fucking Superman.
He really is.
And we told you guys last week, 2 weeks, however long ago it was, that Jared Goff was Batman. And Batman has all the tools. Jared Goff has all the tools. He's got two great running backs. Both of them can catch as well, too.
Yeah.
I believe Jahmyr Gibbs is top 10 in yards after catch. I believe Dave Montgomery is just outside of that at 11th. Jameson Williams averaging 9.9 yards after catch this season. First in the league for receivers. And we all know what Sam Laporta is, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 10 right now, but he also led the league last year in yards after catch. Mm-hmm. That's his tool belt. And beyond that, too, you got the prep time, the game planning, your Alfred and Ben Johnson. As much as we've seen this movie before. I don't know what year it came out. Batman vs. Superman.
Trash movie.
Did not agree with it. Pissed off about it. But Batman won. Batman beat Superman. He's more disciplined. He has a routine game plan where it feels like Josh Allen kind of just goes in there, ripping shit up, doing whatever. And that's why Batman beats Superman every single time. We just got more backup in this situation.
Yeah. I've always been a Batman guy my whole life. I've always been a Batman fan. He's always been my favorite superhero from as long as I can remember. And the thing that Jared Goff has, that Batman has as well, is the coolness, the comfortability, and the way to make every situation benefit you. And that is also because Alfred is telling him the plays he's got to make and telling him the things he needs to do. Batman is not the same person without Alfred. Jared Goff and Ben Johnson are Batman and Alfred, and they're putting him in the best situations. They sat down, they tailored an offense to him and what he does best. He has been in that offense for 3 seasons now, and he is performing at an elite level.
He's in year 3 of the Shadow of the Realm, whatever the hell it's called. The Realm of Shadows.
League of Shadows.
League of Shadows.
Yeah.
He's third year.
Yeah, he's about to beat the shit out of Ra's al Ghul. It's so awesome to see him, to see this guy conduct this offense to an elite level, using all the weapons he has, using all these guys around him. Jared Goff has been so impressive these past couple seasons, and just how comfortable he is in these situations. This year, especially when the play breaks down, he's stepping up in the pocket, he's shaking off arm tackles, and he's delivering the ball to his playmakers on time and on target. Jared Goff is going to take down Superman this week, and it's going to be a fun game to watch because the play styles are going to be so different. Josh Allen is going to be reliant on his physical attributes and his super strength and his flight to make things happen, to go and take something out of nothing. And Jared Goff is just meticulous and inevitable when it comes to this offense. He will drive it down the field and he will score. We saw it in the last game. He threw an interception. It was at a spot, and a corner made a great play to jump the route and take the ball away. And the next time Jared Goff got the ball in his hands, he drove him down the field and he punched it in the end zone, meticulously bleeding them down the field multiple completions on that drive. It was an impressive bounce back, and I expected this offense with 10 days off, full steam ahead, is going to have a lot for the Bills, man. And their defense is not good. We saw Matt Stafford carve them up not 3 days ago.
He doesn't have the repertoire Josh Allen has. He doesn't have the freakish athletic arm. He doesn't have the wheels on him. But what he does have are the gadgets and the tools. And as you say, he meticulously uses them to get down the field, every single one of them. And Ben Johnson does what he does. But you also got to give credit to Brad Holmes in this situation, too, just providing Jared Goff with the gadgets he needs. Because, no, he's not going to whip it down to 50 yards. But if I get you a running back like Jahmyr Gibbs, who catch out of the backfield and get you that yak, it's going to help you out there.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamison Williams, like everybody along the line. And then you have the great offensive line in front of it too. Like Batman, as much as I hate it, because I can't make sense of it in the comic book world, Batman will beat Superman once more. Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to start this by saying I think the Lions are going to win. But I'm also going to say I've been thoroughly impressed by Josh Allen this year specifically, because what did it always come back to with Josh Allen, fellas? The turnovers. He would make a lot of cousin plays. He would just throw the ball up. And, yeah, he's on pace to have under 7 picks this year when he had 18 last season. Mm-hmm. You think about the players that were on his team last year compared to this year. They got rid of some big names. One, most importantly, in Stephon Diggs. This is when I talk about between the ears, fellas, when you talk about this locker room and you talk about Josh Allen, and maybe he's not throwing that deep ball up to Stephon Diggs this season, you know, and he's controlling the turnovers. In this game, you have to try to find a way to make Josh Allen turn the ball over just once, just twice. Give your offense one more opportunity to obviously outscore the Bills.
And shout out to MS Canagro in the Woodward Sports Chat. Says, I left Michigan for California 2 years before the Wings won their first cup. Yeah. I've been back home for 2 years now. Let's go. This is so awesome. Go Lions. That's dope. That's dope. To be gone that long, come back, and just be in the peak of Detroit Lions football that has ever been, that's got to be a great feeling. So welcome home. And I'm glad you're getting to watch the best team in the world play football. Chris, how you feel about it?
I feel great. I feel better than I feel in real life, but I'm confident with the.
Sick boy.
I'm confident. Spin zone.
I'm not sick.
Yeah, I'm not sick. I'm just all the symptoms. I just have all the symptoms.
I'm OJ.
I feel very confident about Jared Goff versus Josh Allen, despite the fact that I've been saying for weeks that I just feel like that Cousin's coming back. It's festering under his skin.
Yeah, it's like the Green Goblin mask.
Yeah, it just
throw an interception 60 yards down the field across your body.
It just hasn't been there, and I'm honestly convinced that he has gotten rid of that, or he has at least found a way to completely minimize it. Yeah. So to me, I think I'm less confident that the Lions are going to win because of Josh Allen's failures. I'm just more confident that the Lions are going to win because of everything around Josh Allen, the defense, the lack of offensive weapons, the trust that I've seen in this regime, just getting it done week after week, no matter the circumstances. So my confidence has increased, not because of Josh Allen or anything of his own, but because of the fact that the Lions have gotten better and the Bills team is worse. So to me, the question now is, can Goff do enough to regain that MVP? Or does Josh Allen need to have a terrible game?
Way to read the prep, Chris. God.
Well, we can get it to the next one if you like.
Yeah, no,
I'm just setting it up. I'm setting it up. We're at break time, so I mean, you know, if you were paying attention, you would have known that was a good little teaser.
We can do that. But I did just want to say, and yeah, I agree with you 100% about Josh Allen has kind of beaten the cousin allegations. Like,
yes.
You know, he's
dude had a lobotomy on his brain.
Yeah, like Shane Gillis said, it nicked me, but it didn't give me, you know. So this guy, I hate having to root against guys like this, like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. You know, even Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is kind of different. He's kind of annoying now.
He's got
but like, I love watching Bo Nix and how he's been playing football. But because these guys are so fun to watch and they're so good at football. But like, I need Josh Allen need you to suck, man. I need you to be a cousin for a week because he is electric, man. And he seems like such a cool dude. Like all the videos that the Bills post of him, he just seems like a bro. So
his chill to pull ratio is elite.
Yeah. So
they gave him like a boomerang or something like that, and he threw it over the building
Yeah.
And they're like, we're supposed to come back. He's like, oh, something.
Yeah, so we'll see. But Jared Goff, he's going to step up again this year. Or this week. He got really comfortable in the last game, especially after that interception. He really locked in. So I expect him, like I said, 10 days off, staying at home for 3 weeks now. These guys are going to be rested. They're going to be real comfortable.
That's a good point.
And they're going to go. But first, tell us about Feldman. If you want to go anywhere, you got to drive.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Find the location nearest you. Visit feldmanauto.com. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
And Jars.
Jars Cannabis.
Jars Cannabis, guys. I got 27 locations in Metro Detroit. It's the best and a large selection of cannabis products in the state of Michigan. They got 2 locations coming up here soon in Grand Rapids and Milan. Make sure you stay on the lookout for that one. Follow them at Jars_life or shopjars.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Game days in Detroit. Make sure you wake up with Woodward Sports. It's Woodward and Maine kicking you off with insights from Detroit sports and media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. And after that, make sure you check out the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Belegian, Sunday 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports. And for the home games, come party with us live at Second Best Bar in Detroit. Come get some. 42 Watson.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you smash that like button. For Eazy, for Nick, for Chase, for Chris, I'm Spencer. We're the Heavyweights. Chris alluded to it very astutely before we went to break earlier. But this is a matchup of MVP candidates. This is a matchup of 2 quarterbacks trying to not only have the best record in their conference, but to win MVP in their own right. And we saw Josh Allen is a heavy favorite for this award at minus, what was it, 450? Yep. Or minus 450 to win this award.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff, I believe, is plus 1,600. Eazy, is there a way that Jared Goff can get some ground back on Josh Allen in the MVP race in this game?
Absolutely. I mean, it's wild because when I watch JG, like I've always noticed like the type of throws, I don't want to say limited, but the type of throws I ask him to do, the type of throws that Ben Johnson and them request Jared Goff to make. And it is because of those gadgets that he has. They're playmakers. So, like, go get them the ball, allow them to make their plays. And then you watch the throws that, like, a Josh Allen makes. You're like, well, this guy is doing crazy shit over here. Where this guy's kind of like, you know, running the system, running the scheme. But regardless, at the end of the day, those numbers still reflect. Yeah. And Jared Goff is amongst the top in the league when it comes to, I believe, touchdown pass. I believe he's top 5. Let me be sure of that one.
Top five.
Yards, like he's upon all of them, and so at the end of the day, the numbers still gonna reflect. Like last week, 286, 3 touchdowns. Like that still looks like a fantastic fucking game. So like, yeah, if Jerry G has one of those type of games where no matter how far those touchdown passes are, like if they're racking up in that game, yeah, he can enter some ground in the MVP conversation because there's another name creeping up, Smitty. I don't know if you've been paying attention or not.
There is another name creeping up, and I believe I put him in my top 5.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so. He has a case to do it. Nick's gonna love it. But I like to see
heavyweight huddle incoming.
You want to show your top 5 now?
You want to do the top 5 now?
Heavyweight huddle incoming. If I'm gonna love it, I'm assuming it's
His top 5.
My top 5 MVP ranking. Does Chris have the graphic?
Do you have a graphic for that? Did Ryan send one by chance?
I don't see one, but I think I saw it somewhere else. Give me 1 second.
Okay,
I can get it. Yep, I got it.
Not only will Jared Goff need to have a great game in this matchup to kind of close the gap on the MVP race, they're going to have to slow down Josh Allen as well. Because even if the Lions go out there and beat the Bills and Jared Goff goes for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns and he's 80% completion percentage or one of those crazy games that he's been having this year. If Josh Allen goes out there and goes for 350 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns, like he's not going to lose any ground in the race, even if he loses. So they'll need to slow him down. They're not going to stop him. But I do have a MVP rating. I put my top 5 MVPs out there. And right now, at number 1, I think it is Josh Allen. I mean, I don't think that is a tough ask to have him up there. Number 2 is Saquon Barkley and what he's been doing for the Eagles. At number 3, I got Jared Goff. He jumped right back into it, overtook some people because of the last game against Green Bay, and he's going to need to finish strong. If the Lions keep winning and they have the best record, he's going to be a top 3 MVP vote getter. Number 4, you got Patrick Mahomes for the same reason as Jared Goff. And then number 5, you got Sam Darnold for the same reason as Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes. He's having a good year. Like, it's not like he's been playing like a bum. They're putting up similar numbers.
Dude.
He's got like 25 touchdown passes. He had 5 touchdowns in the last game. And they've got a damn good record now. I think they're going to tailspin here on the last 4 games, so he's going to kind of get thrown out of the conversation. But as you look at it right now, he's got to be in the top 5.
He has the 4th most touchdown passes this year.
Yeah.
Over Jared Goff. He has the same amount of interceptions. He has the 6th most yards this year over Jared Goff. Completion percentage, let's see, he's got 68%. JG's got 72. Let's be honest, though. No one's really talked about completion percentage when they're, glazing the MVP. They're looking at those touchdowns. And he's got a little bit, he can scamper a little bit, too. I am blown away. I mean, I knew he was having a good season. I know it was a conversation we had earlier in the year. And he had 5 touchdowns this past week, and that obviously helped him tremendously. But to look now in Week 14 and see this guy with these numbers over our guy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is insane. He's having a good. Kevin O'Connell. I know people called Jim Harbaugh the quarterback whisperer for a while. Kevin O'Connell might truly be the quarterback whisperer.
He is.
That is extremely. He's got Sam Darnold performing at an MVP level. So,
Jared Goff 109 rating, Sam Darnold 108, just outside of it. Yeah, man.
Goff, Mahomes, and Sam Darnold are all in the same thing to where they're not putting up the numbers that Josh Allen or even Lamar Jackson is, but they are the quarterback on arguably the best team in football. All 3 of them have great records, and if they continue to win and continue to put up numbers like that, they're all going to be in the conversation.
4th in air yards per attempt. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he chucks that thing.
Blowing my mind.
No one in the Woodward Sports chat said, Spenny been benching, ? This is a super chat. I'm not just reading it to boost. Today was shoulders, tomorrow's chest. He said, also, what are the chances Undertaker makes an unannounced appearance at the Woodward Heavyweights versus Bills Mafia main event? I don't know. That would be cool, though. We should definitely try to get a crazy Bills fan on. Well, Nick, you got to get some interviews with some crazy Bills fans downtown.
I know. I'm taking it easy Saturday night in prep of Sunday.
There we go.
So already 2 steps ahead. Real quick on this one, Spenny.
Yeah.
The only chance that Jared Goff can overtake Josh Allen for the MVP, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks for Goff. You turn Allen over twice because you got to get those interception numbers up, because that is what I talked about earlier, what he has taken him to a whole new level. And it's a Lions blowout in the national media. This is the national game of the week. You need to see, God damn it, Jared Goff throw some big-time throws. I'm chugging my coffee over here. I'm all jacked up. You got to see Jared Goff make some big-time throws like you talked about it before, Easy. He doesn't sometimes have those 40 air yard down the field to J-Mo wide open or something like that, but he does need some of some sexy throws that gets the national media back on this side, and you get to see Jared Goff really slaying that thing. Pause.
Ryan's reactions in the Woodward Sports chat says, "Yeah, I'm not understanding the argument for Josh Allen over Goff. I can understand Saquon." I don't know what to tell you there, man. Just go watch Josh Allen play football. Like, go watch his game against the Rams and tell me he's not the MVP of the
That's
NFL.
not a tough one. No. I love Ryan's reaction.
I love him too.
OG.
I don't want to, get upset about it. I just the guy is performing at an insane level.
So I get okay. Let's do this then. Well, I have to do rushing yards too, because Josh Allen has those as well.
While you're looking that up, my thing with this is that I think when you're talking about that Sam Darnold tailspin that you could see, I think given realistic context of what you can expect from Josh Allen, that you would need that for Goff to regain. I think Goff would have to play on par or above Josh Allen in this game, but I think it would also have to take the Bills kind of losing a couple games down the stretch and the Lions winning out or close to. I think that's the case. I think this game can heavily swing it in Goff's favor, but I think it will take multiple games for Goff to overcome.
Speaking of Batman,
I see clouds of blue.
Where is she?
Red roses too.
Where's the trigger, dude?
Lost my voice there.
I've been there, brother. That was me last
movies,
week.
But I kind of like Pattinson more than Christian Bale's Batman.
I do, because the voice was a little over the top.
Yeah, and like he's an actual detective in the new Batman. Like he's actually doing detective work and shit.
Yeah, like a Batman geek.
That's what Batman is. He's the world's greatest detective and also a super ninja billionaire playboy. But I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't process anything you said because your voice was so stupid.
I
Goff
imagined it sound crazy because I could hear it through the headphones.
Yeah.
But I got to go back. That was crazy.
We're gonna go to break. Jared Goff, Josh Allen, MVP battle coming up. This is gonna be a great game. This could get flexed to Sunday night. I would love for it to get flexed.
I think it's too late
to Sunday night. Is it too late?
Because it's the America game of the week, right? So they weren't. They were allowed to protect the one.
That's so act, dude. This is gonna be by far game of the week. But then you get to party all night, I guess.
Eagles-Steelers?
Eagles-Steelers is not gonna be as good as this game.
Yeah.
This one could be a blowout, though. Go Lions!
Go Lions!
Go Lions!
3 touchdowns.
Let's go to break, and we're gonna talk about some more Lions coming up. But first, let me tell you about Dr.
Pierce.
Jeffrey S. Pierce.
Dr. Pierce.
Doctor. Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports is Blind. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards with Mads, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that D-Bag trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep moving the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944. You forgot to file your paperwork again.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What up? Do you want to know where the best pre-game Lions party is December 15th for this Bills game? Join us at Detroit's very own second best bar in Detroit, located at 42 Watson Street for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Irish whiskey while you sit down and catch the Woodward Sports pregame show live at second best bar in Detroit. Come get some.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you smash that like button for Easy, for Chris, for Chase, for Nick. I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights, and there's some news on a fellow heavyweight. Some call him the Great White Hope. Some call him Aidan Hutchinson. I don't know. Aidan Hutchinson could possibly be back. There are reports that he could possibly be back for the NFC Championship game. Is that something you would be interested in seeing?
Fuck yes, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Debbie Deb. I was at his place last night watching the game, and we were talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I just don't know if I want him back for that one. What do you mean?
I know, dude.
What do you...
If he's cleared by doctors, I want him playing.
Yeah. If he's cleared by doctors, and he's comfortable enough to play...
I want him playing.
I want him to fucking play.
He was the MVP of the NFL through 4 weeks.
Brother, I think he's just now exiting the top 10 conversations and pass rushes and sacks. And he had 7 sacks. Our guy right now who's been playing all season is Darius Smith. By the way, I think 3 sacks in 3 games right now, too. Has 8 on the season. Hutch had 7.
Yeah.
If he's able to go, doctors cleared him, and he feels ready to play, fuck yes. Yeah. There's no question about it.
Yeah, I want this on record. I want this on wax that I'm not saying rush him back. Don't rush him back and possibly... If he is cleared by doctors and he feels okay himself to play, you're goddamn right I want Aidan Hutchinson back on the field. If it's in the NFC Championship game, if it's in the Super Bowl, if it's when we're playing in my grandma's house backyard. Like, I don't care. I want Aidan Hutchinson out there if he is healthy enough to play. He has been cleared by doctors, and he is ready to go himself. He is the best defensive end in the NFL. He was the MVP of the NFL through the first 4 weeks of the season. I would love to see him out there using his metal leg to kick people in the face in the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, 100% you're taking Aidan Hutchinson if he's healthy to go. Now, that being said, I don't think it's going to happen. I would be extremely surprised if this is happening. We did see Adrian Peterson come back like 7 months after tearing his ACL and winning the MVP.
Broken leg.
Yeah, you got Ray Lewis, who was taking deer antler extract shots and was looking like Megatron out there in the Super Bowl playing. That was the last year of his career. He knew he was retiring. Aidan Hutchinson still trying to get to the prime of his career.
He has the entire offseason to heal.
He does have 8 months.
And into that season, we know we can win with all due respect, but we know we can survive a little bit of the season without him.
Yeah.
If he's able to go for an NFC Conference Championship and or Super Bowl, this shouldn't even be a freaking question. Aidan Hutchinson, if he's able to play, you put him on that field. And whether it's reserve snaps, whether it's sparingly, I don't care. You talked about the dream matchup of him as Darius Smith come next season. How about this? Let's make it a quadruple team here. So Darius Smith, DJ Reader's having his best pass rushing season to date.
Ali McNeil looks unstoppable.
And then you sprinkle a little bit of Addison. What are we talking about?
In
pursuit of a Super Bowl this team's never seen ever? Yes.
You might not get back. I know Lions fans don't want to hear that. I don't believe it. Dan Campbell said it last year after they lost in the NFC Championship game. We might never get back here. That's just how the NFL works. That is a truth. I think they will. I think they're set up for the long run, and they're going to have a very good team going forward, and they'll have plenty of opportunities. But you goddamn know that Aidan Hutchinson, if he can play, you're going to have to get a forklift to get him off the field. Like, he'll be ready to go. If he is healthy, if he's ready to go, I want the best edge rusher in football playing for the Lions in the playoffs.
Yes. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Shout out to the chat real quick, too. Adamantium Hutchinson says no one. Shout out. And then your boy Brad Holmes-Ora. Goff is Batman. Hutch is Cyborg.
That's, hey. I love it.
We got the fucking
Justice League foreman.
I'm here
J-Mo's
for
the
it.
Flash.
Yeah. Who's Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra is... I don't want to call him Aquaman. I feel like that's
Green
disrespectful.
Lantern?
Could be Green Lantern.
Because he could kind of do... Yeah.
Martian Manhunter?
Nah,
Martian Manhunter.
I'm not even that deep into DC
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
Martian Manhunter is...
The only Martian I know is from freaking... Oh, we got a call? Oh, bad.
Martian Manhunter is the best character in, like, the Justice League. Like, he's, like, the strongest outside of Superman. But
Chris?
Caleb Williams is Catwoman. So that's Zing!
I think, though, the answer is yes around the room.
Cyborg is from Detroit Red
if
Flag.
he is
That's
healthy.
True.
That's a unanimous, obvious answer. But what is given the... If he is possibly able to play, what kind of expectations would you expect as far as snap counts, as far as reps, opportunities? What are you looking at as a realistic outcome for him if he's playing in the championship game?
I expect him to be Aidan Hutchinson, and I expect there to be a snap count, obviously, if he is put back out there. But that is the beauty about what he does and the base of his position. He doesn't need to play 50 snaps in a game. He doesn't need to play 30 snaps in a game to be effective. He needs one play, and that one play from Aidan Hutchinson could win you a Super Bowl. If he gets one big sack, one big strip, one big interception, which he has done before in his career to win games, it could happen. I'm just saying, you don't need him to play 30 snaps. You put him in at 10 pass rushing snaps, and Aidan Hutchinson is going to make a play. You better believe it.
Yeah, I just need him to be him. Yeah. Whether it's in 10 snaps, 12 snaps, 30 snaps, whatever
well, yeah,
it is.
you take it. I'm just like, based off your guys'
expectation.
Guess.
I think the first week you're probably looking at like 20.
Yeah, 10, 15,
15,
the first
20.
week. If the first week is the NFC Championship game, it's going to be 10-15 unless it's close in the fourth quarter. Then he'll play every single defensive snap. And then you look at the Super Bowl. If he feels good, maybe just a regular workload.
Yeah. Guys, call in, let us know. Do you want Aidan Hutchinson to play in the NFC Conference Championship game? 313-552-6322. And let's give a caller right now.
We got Sam in Detroit. Sam, you're live on air. You don't got him?
Nope.
Jesus. How about now?
Sammy. I feel like I could hear him, but it was like through like your headphones or something. That was weird.
All right, back to the booth desk.
Flab Nabbit.
Rabbit Axe Scabbard.
Rabbit Axe Scabbard. Absolutely.
Dimsdale, Dimdo.
Is there anyone that doesn't?
Hutch is a Wolverine, says Malik Peterson.
Ooh,
that is true.
That makes sense why he's fucking
Marvel,
self-healing
we
so
don't
fast.
miss Marvel and DC. We don't mix Marvel and DC.
Yeah,
we're already doing the Batman Superman thing. And Cyborg played football in Detroit. So, like...
He did.
Fair.
He did.
Sam Darnold, get off the phone, says Brad Holmes' aura.
A ghost just called in.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do some more, I don't know, some more Lions
Who would
talk,
you rather
perhaps?
play in the playoffs? Jordan Love or Matthew Stafford?
Jordan Love.
You should have teased it and came back.
Who would you rather play in the playoffs?
Coming up.
Jordan Love or Matthew Stafford? Stay tuned. My answer might shock you. Coming up after break. But first, let me tell you about Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in any day and get an amazing haircut from one of our talented stylists for just $20 a pop. $20. Where are you going to get a haircut for $20? Scan that QR code in the corner. Remember, it's not just a haircut. It comes with a hot lather neck shave, a scalp massage, and a hot towel treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The bad boys from the NFL are here. Your 2024 Detroit Lions are the hardest hitting, highest flying, trickiest playing, grittiest team in the NFL.
A dominant team.
Get all your coverage of your favorite team right here in your favorite network. Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports live watch party and post-game show are live at Hayes Social every single week. The heavyweights will be back there for the watch party this week. And, of course, you got Stick and Anson and the post-game show, as always, presented by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Smash that like button for Easy, Nick, Chris, Chase. I am Spencer. We are the heavyweights. Appreciate you joining us.
Shout out Theo in the chat.
Shout out Theo in the chat. What did he say?
He said, did
someone say hot towel? Deshaun Watson. That's true. That is true. Deshaun Watson loved himself a hot towel treatment. Chris can attest. First-hand experience.
Nope. Not even close.
Is this doing it for you?
We thought he was going to Wisconsin, but he's actually making trips to Cleveland. So you had a question before break, Easy.
Yeah.
Who would you rather see in the playoffs if you're the Detroit Lions?
So I actually stole this from your favorite Twitter follow, Natalie Spivak. She asked today, who would you rather play in the NFC Championship game, or just in the playoffs in general?
Well, Spencer, it's your people's. Go ahead.
Jordan Love.
In the conference championship game?
This is in playoffs.
In the playoffs. Jordan Love or Matt Stafford? I'm going to say Jordan Love. I mean, Matt Stafford, he has been there. He has done that. He has won playoffs. He has won a championship. He is, I think him and Sean McVay, although the Lions own them, we beat them 2 times already in the past year and a half. The Lions aren't in their head as much as we're in Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, and the Packers' heads.
Oh, yeah.
We own real estate in that Packers organization.
Oh, we own the Packers. Dan Campbell owns the
He
Packers.
owns Matt LaFleur. Sean McVay is a better coach than Matt LaFleur. Matt Stafford is a better quarterback than Jordan Love, even right now. So Matt Stafford looked good against the Bills, dude. He was carving them up. Puka was making some insane grabs as well. But I'd rather see the Packers and Jordan Love. Strictly, flat out, Jordan Love is not as good as Matt Stafford. Matt LaFleur is not as good as Sean McVay.
Look, by far, is Jordan Love. We played Stafford, and we dealt with that. And to be honest with you, you hear it all the time. It's tough to beat a team 2 times. It's even harder to beat a team 3 times. And that's what you'd be looking at in a span of a month or span of a year with the Los Angeles Rams. As you said, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. Yeah, give me Jordan Love all day.
Young defensive ends, a lot of good rushers on that defensive line for the Rams. When you look at Byron Young, Jared Verse, they've got some dogs over there on that defensive line. I'm more worried about them than I am the Packers' defensive line for sure.
Yeah, I think the Packers' defense, as much as hyped up, it kind of fell flat twice against us. So I'm not worried about them at all.
Was putting people in a bread box.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Dan Skipper.
Shout out to Dan Skipper. The only thing I'll give them credit for is they did stop the run, or at least slowed it down.
Yeah, well, they were going single high safety, selling out to stop the run.
So give me Jordan Love all day. But the other thing you said, too, was Matt LaFleur. Listen, I was watching a clip of one of my favorite players in Detroit Lions right now, Brian Branch. It's actually Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph. They're sitting in the Lions studio, and they're just talking about Dan Campbell. And Kirby somehow hypes him up. Like when he spits that shit, he just never grows old on him. It gets him fired up every single time. Brian Branch seconding that. But he's he's got so much machismo, Brian Branch says, when he talks to him, he gets shaky. So imagine you're Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, and that's great game, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
At him every time. Yeah. Oh, dude, I fucking love Dave. Like I said, if I could go out and just slam beers with Dan Campbell for a night at a fucking bar and just bang Metallica the whole time, I could die happy after that night. Like, Dan Campbell is the man, dude. But you look at the matchup, and like I said, Packers versus Rams. The Rams have the better quarterback, head coach, and the 2 best receivers. So they're who you want to avoid.
What is the current NFC playoff picture?
I will look that up for you.
I think the Seahawks are in their division. They're winning their division. I think the Rams are 5-6. I think
6-5 or 7-6.
7-6? No.
6-6?
Yeah.
No, it's 7-6.
So
they're 7-6.
I got the NFC.
Oh, the Rams
right
are
here.
7-6. Yeah.
Wow.
They're just outside.
That's what-
Commanders are the 7th seed, so it'd be Commanders as of now, if the season today. Commanders, Eagles.
Yep.
It'd be Packers, Hawks, and then Vikings, Bucks.
Yes, that's correct. I'm looking at it now.
Skydog says, Spenny, when's the last time Stafford was the best player on his team's offense? I would say the year that Calvin Johnson retired. And that's probably the only year
That he was the best player on his offense.
that he's the best player on his team's offense.
Last
Maybe
year.
his first year in
Last year he was the best
I
player
don't
on
know,
the
dude.
offense.
Puka
He
was
made
insane.
Puka. I mean, he's still really good, but
He is really good, but I think Puka would have been good.
I think last year you would have ranked Stafford higher at quarterback than you would have Puka at receiver.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, at Liverpool. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, Puka was like a top 5
Puka was
wide
second
receiver.
team
Maybe
All-Pro,
the
I think.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. Was
Maybe
he?
before the season started, but not
Nah,
at the end.
was Puka second team All-Pro?
balling.
Dude,
All-Pro was
I'm
first,
pretty
right?
sure he was All-Pro.
Puka had one of the best rookie wide receiver seasons of all time. But
For sure that.
This is for sure Jordan Love, honestly. Like, he's 1-4 as a starter. How many times I got to say, I'm not scared of this cat at all. Most overrated quarterback. Stafford's won a Super Bowl. He's been in this environment before in last year's playoffs. Jordan Love hasn't seen that. Yeah, he was here for Thursday Night Football. That was a great atmosphere. But I think having Jordan Love and the Packers, a home playoff game for the Lions, that is a whole different atmosphere. I think it would be the one like the one Matt Stafford walked into last year. But let's hear what Sam from Detroit has to say on this.
What up, Sam?
Sam from Detroit, are you on?
Sam from Detroit.
Got nothing.
Text KG.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. I apologize, Sam from Detroit.
Yeah, we should have tested him before the show.
That's all right. Yeah, the answer is Jordan Love. And I still think Stafford was a better quarterback at that point than Puka Nacua. Stafford's the one feeding them balls.
Puka's the one catching them.
Did you guys see that video about Puka saying he believes he could have been an NBA point guard?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
I'd have to see him ball.
Did he shut someone down, though?
I'd have to see his
I think I
He
think
shut
I heard
someone
a clip
prominent
of-
down.
Yeah, I think it was Levine or no, he dropped like 40 on somebody in
Was it college?
high school. He dropped like 40 on an NBA player in high school. I can't remember who it was.
I'm going to find it.
But I do remember hearing about that. But I mean, sure, the kid's an athlete. I'm sure he could be.
I think he could have been point guard.
I'm sure he could have been a point guard. I'd have to see his jumper.
Right now, the Rams are outside looking in, and the Commanders held that 7th spot. Do you expect that to hold, or do you think the Rams ultimately take it? Where you're at right now?
I think the Rams take it. I do. I think who is it? You said
it's the Commanders.
It's the Commanders.
And the Packers are at 6, but they have a
Commanders.
97% chance.
Yeah.
The Commanders have an 81% chance.
Commanders are what's their record?
They are
Commanders,
8-5.
8-5.
They have the Saints this week, Eagles after that,
That's a
Falcons
win.
after that, Cowboys after that.
They'll have to beat the Eagles if they want to. 'Cause the Rams probably have a pretty easy schedule remaining. Does anybody know their?
Would you rather, though, assuming that the Lions hold on to the 1 seed, would you rather the Eagles have that interdivision matchup, or would you rather them play the Rams?
I would rather have an interdivision matchup.
The Rams play 49ers, which is a division game. And I know the Niners haven't looked the same, but division games is this week, by the
Yeah.
way. They're pretty tough. Jets, I think they're a tough out. I know they're not a great team, but they're tough on the schedule, no? Not Bengals level, Jets.
They have upset
The
potential.
Jets are trash.
But they're trash, but they have upset potential.
I think Cardinals, Seahawks. The Rams actually might not make the playoffs. They got 3 division games to close out the season.
I don't think Puka could have been an NBA point guard.
Are any of them against the Cardinals because they are spiraling?
Yes. They
He
play the
averaged like
Cardinals
12
week
points a game
17,
this senior year.
and they end the season against the Seahawks in week 18. So actually, the Seahawks got the division locked up. They could sit their starters, and maybe the Rams sneak in like that. But the Rams might not make the playoffs.
Easy, but where are you at with that? So, assuming Philadelphia holds on to that 2 slot, who would you rather see them face? Would you rather see them face their interdivision opponent?
Puka never scored more than 30 in high school. He could not have been an NBA point guard.
You said what, Chris?
Would you rather the Eagles have to go through the Commanders in the first round or the Rams?
That's a great question. For me, I have like a inherent bias against rookies just because we've never seen them go all the way through. I think the youngest guy to win it was Ben Roethlisberger in his sophomore season. Even though it's an interdivision opponent, I think I'd still rather see the Rams. I think the Rams put a lot more fear in them.
I mean, the Rams are probably a better team. I mean, they're more battle tested than the Commanders for sure. I would rather see a rookie quarterback than Matthew Stafford any day of the week. So yeah, I'd probably rather them play the Rams.
Yeah, the only argument would be that if you're just strong on the interdivision stuff, getting messy in the playoffs. But I think you go with the Rams. I think the Rams can score points on anybody on any defense, and if Philly just can't keep up offensively, that's good night.
All right,
I'd like to see how they stop the run compared to the Commanders, though. But yeah,
who, the Rams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
stopping Saquon is going to be.
Oh yeah.
That's how you.
But the thing is, though, and I've noticed with him, he takes a minute to get going. So like, if you could run up the score to where you're and you're putting them out of those rushing situations where they got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Which the Lions can do.
But the Rams could do that too with their receivers. They could. I mean, you saw like.
He's got dog ass secondary too. Yeah, man, I hate it. I hate them.
That Rams team though, like honestly, if they didn't have that hot start, the Bills were right there with them the whole time. It's just they had to play from behind, and they still did a good job. But yeah, the Rams can put up points early on anybody, and then that can change a whole offense.
God damn it!
We'll see what Papa E has to say.
What's he got to say?
Yep, rip. Let's go to break.
Check it out.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We're going to talk some more. Or we're going to do the heavyweight huddle, NFC North edition, coming back from break. But first, tell us about 1800.
1800 Tequila. Why don't I tell you all about the smoothest tequila in the game? 1800 Tequila is a proud partner with the Detroit Lions and Woodward Sports as they team up for Woodward Sports Lions watch parties live at Hayes Social in Shelby Township. Make sure if you're in the area checking it out. And if you're not, check out the stream on our Woodward Sports YouTube page to enjoy all of the Lions games with us on this glorious road to victory. 1800 Tequila, the smoothest tequila in the game. Get the custom-made Lion bottle, and when you drink that 1800 Tequila, the best tasting tequila, make sure you're doing so responsibly.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Get energized for the holidays during the 12 Days of Fitness at Planet Fitness. Now through December 20th, join for $1 down, $15 a month. And recharge this holiday season and beyond in the clean and spacious judgment-free zone, filled with equipment for every workout. Stay motivated with free fitness training and lots more. Celebrate the 12 Days of Fitness at Planet Fitness. Join for $1 down, $15 a month. Hurry! Offer ends December 20th.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Main, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Spicy chicken. Oh, this chicken's so spicy.
Soroki's Pizza Chicken, guys. You already know it's the best. Well, they're opening 2 locations, and they're celebrating it with grand openings from 4 to 8, the 12th. 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Party City down in
This week.
Fenton and Heartland. Make sure you guys are there. What?
Fenton already opened. That was last week.
Heartland is honest to God, it might be worth pulling up just for that card. The Soroki's all year card. Yeah.
I get free Soroki's all year, and it's awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Guys.
Every time, as soon as the first thing I do when I get to the watch party is just eat as many wings as I can.
I do the biscuits.
Biscuits are good too.
Soroki's pizza and chicken.
Soroki's.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Smash that like button for Easy, for Nick.
Fuck.
So good. For Chase, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're talking about the Lions. Obviously, man, these guys are electric. They're the best team. Yeah, Yeah, that one too. They're the best team they're the best football team on the planet, man. And so we're going to talk about them. 4 weeks of regular season football left. Isn't that crazy?
It's sad.
It is sad. Time flies when you're kicking everybody's ass. But right now, we're going to talk about some other teams in the NFC North, including Nick's favorite team, the Vikings. Nick, the Heavyweight Huddle, NFC North edition.
Yep, let's go. I did throw some Lions ones in here as well, so be ready for that. We're going to start this one.
So, yeah.
I'm
sure that took a lot.
We got to make sure the audience gets a little Lions fix in there as well. All right, fellas, the Bears, 7 losses in a row for Caleb Williams, the rookie. But he has had 7 touchdowns, 0 picks in his last 3 games. Grade his rookie season so far.
I'm going to give him a B. I know, and by the way, I'm like Mr. Like, fuck the Bears.
Guy.
Like, I'm that guy. Look at the numbers. They're up there with any other rookie quarterback outside of maybe Bo Nix. Like, and let's be real about it. The Bears organization has been a shit organization for the past 4 to 5 years. That didn't change overnight when they drafted Caleb Williams. They're still a shitty organization. Shane Waldron was an absolute horrible offensive coordinator hire, but he's not turning the ball over. He's hanging on to it a little bit too long. But yeah, I'm going to give it, B's too gracious. Let's go C.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a C-. Because you're right, he is a rookie. Even though if he was the chosen one, if he was the guy that's supposed to come in here, yes, Slay Queen. If he was supposed to be that guy going forward, if you really expected that out of him this year, I mean, with the Bears' offensive line, you might have been overshooting it. I think he's going to be good in the future, but I'll give him a C- because even with those expectations, he didn't come close to that. And I think it's a failure of a season for him not to be the best quarterback out of his draft class. And I would say he's at best 3rd right now.
Yes. And
16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. It's not
terrible.
It's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, it's not bad given the context, but to me, the other thing you guys point out, and I know this is also, you got to give him a little bit of grace period too, but the leadership, like, we've seen that offense be a mess. We've seen receivers walking off fields. We've seen all sorts of turmoil, and I can't put all of that on Caleb, but as a franchise quarterback, as a number 1 overall pick, as a cornerstone, as the Slay one, you're supposed to come in and just change all of that. You're supposed to do all of that and uplift the franchise. So I can't throw him under the bus completely, so I'll go C as well. But I think that there should be some accountability on the leadership aspect of it too. He has some growing up to do.
Real quick context: C.J. Stroud, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. To Caleb Williams, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Brock Purdy, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. To C.J. Stroud, 16 and 5. And then Bo Nix, the guy you'd say is overwhelmingly leading that rookie class of quarterbacks. Only 17 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Caleb Williams isn't far off from either of those numbers, and just the 5 interceptions alone with how shitty it's been.
Yeah. Did Bo Nix start from week 1?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe he did too. I'll double check that.
Let's not forget that this was the situation, the scenario where he was supposed to have the most success ever as the number 1 overall pick, because his team had the 9th overall pick the last year, but they actually got that first for trading for Bryce Young. But you talk about walking into DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet. You know, they were supposed to have a really good offense, and his numbers don't look that bad easy, but this is where it comes down to just finding a way to win and that leadership that Chris talked about. I give him a D+, to be honest. I thought it was the best scenario for any quarterback, and he's not getting any wins with it. And yeah, he is in a tough division, so that sucks. But speaking of sucking, fellas, 4 years, $98 million deal got done for Montez Sweat before the year. 12 games, 4.5 sacks. Looking at these numbers here, how much will Aidan Hutchinson get paid this offseason when we ultimately give him an extension? 5 games, 7.5 sacks this year before he got hurt.
That's going to be very interesting because
Aidan Hutchinson is going to get paid over $25 million a year.
Depends how he looks in an NFC Conference Championship game, my boy. That's all I'm saying. You didn't get to put your 2 cents in that one. Would you want him to play that game?
If he believes so, yeah. If it's like going against doctor's orders, no, I don't. I don't want to fuck up his career for the NFC Championship game when I think we can win that game and get to the Super Bowl without him.
Yeah.
In that Super Bowl, maybe go against Dr. Orders a little bit, but I just think he is more crucial in that Super Bowl. Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, he's going to get a max contract. If he's able to return mid-form, max contract by far.
Are we setting the?
Give him the max.
Are we setting up the? Setting the record again for, the D end in Aidan Hutchinson. We've set the market before for our Detroit Lions tackle, wide receiver. Do we set the market for that defensive end?
Yes. Yeah. Aidan Hutchinson will be the highest paid defensive player in the NFL.
Yeah. If you don't, someone else will.
Yeah. They're doing it for sure.
You have to.
All right. Vikings 11-2 under the leadership of Sam Darnold.
He's
currently
take your pants off.
6th in MVP odds and tied 2nd for comeback player of the year. He's projected a 3-year, $100 million contract online. Should they retain Darnold or go with the former national champion J.J. McCarthy in 2025?
No, they don't retain Darnold. That's why they traded for Daniel Jones. That's why they signed Daniel Jones, because Sam Darnold's going to get a big payday. Rightfully so after this year. Somebody in the NFL is going to pay him around $40 million a year. And it's not going to be the Vikings. They're just going to re-sign Daniel Jones to a 1 or 2 year deal, and then they're going to go with J.J. McCarthy. And if he's not ready to go, you got Daniel Jones as your starter.
I say you sign him a 2 to 3 year deal.
I don't think he would sign that deal.
J.J. was robbed of his rookie year. It wasn't the season that as a rookie you need to be seasoned. Like you need to have that year of just. You have to make some fuck-ups. You got to learn. You got to get your hand on the stove. You got to get burned and learn from it. JJ was robbed of that this year, both in practice reps and in game reps because he got hurt. So I think if you want to move forward as a franchise or have yourself an opportunity to win next year, I think you do got to re-sign Darnold because on top of that, bring JJ into the situation where he is going to fuck up. Let's keep that in mind. He will fuck up. He's also going to be compared to Darnold, who is currently in the MVP race. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And your team is 1 game behind the league's best record, the Detroit Lions. Like you gotta re-sign him. If not, maybe a sign trade at some point in the season.
I think there's no way Sam Darnold signs a short contract after this season. He is going to want the max extension for the most years he can get.
But he also been multiple places, never looked this good.
Yeah, but he hasn't been paid yet.
I don't know if anybody's gonna pay him that, knowing like it's the quarterback whisperer, Kevin O'Connell.
I think if you have a top,
you're going to find a desperate
Matt
team.
Flynn got paid like that after 1 game. This dude's been doing it all year. He is going to get a contract.
I think it'll be for the Minnesota Vikings, 2 to 3 year deal.
I would be very surprised if he signed a 2 year deal.
3rd year out.
You think it's like a Geno deal he gets? Like this is like Seattle easy? Is that what you're saying with Sam Darnold? It's like Seattle where
like
Geno
what Daniel
gets
Jones got in his last deal?
Similar, but again, a 3 year fashion though. Like maybe these first 2 years. Maybe even just a first year guaranteed.
That 3-year, $100 million projection that I mentioned was similar to Baker Mayfield's.
Yep.
Damn.
I think Minnesota's looking at it as, we can plug in a quarterback and make that quarterback look good and do what we need to do because of our weapons in Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, our run game, Jordan Addison's emergence. Like they have a plethora of weapons, and I think they're confident. I think that's why you're right, Spencer, that they got Daniel Jones because whoever they believe that they can find some quarterback on the market.
Yeah, but he's going to sign
next year.
Between the
he's
two
going
of
to be
them,
a backup no matter where he goes.
Between the two of them, Daniel Jones is much more likely to sign a small contract than Sam Darnold is.
They're going to bring back Sam Darnold. You guys said Daniel Jones would go there. Just remember you on that side.
I don't think Daniel Jones' contract is going to go up because I think that he's going to look at.
No, we're already talking about Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They bring him in now so he can learn the playbook a little bit, and then next year.
I think it would be stupid for the Vikings to sign Sam Darnold when you could sign Daniel Jones, and he would have the same success Sam Darnold's having this year because Kevin O'Connell is a dog.
Exactly.
I don't agree on that because I don't think Daniel Jones is the quarterback that Sam Darnold is. I think Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
I think they're pretty similar.
I think they have
I don't think Daniel Jones holds a candle to what Sam Darnold could do arm talent wise.
I think Daniel Jones makes up for that in his athleticism and his ability to escape the pocket and run.
I think bottom line, I think Minnesota
We've never
finds a
seen
quarterback.
Daniel Jones have a competent wide receiver in his career.
Malik,
You put him there with Justin Jefferson, Addison, and Kevin O'Connell. He could have the same season Sam Darnold's having right now.
But you're 11-2. This guy's an MVP candidate. I don't think you just turn the keys to J.J. McCarthy from that point on.
I think your head coach.
I don't think you have a
choice. But it depends
though.
on how much other guys will want to pay Sam Darnold to. If somebody offers him more money, he's obviously going to take that.
I would be
opportunity.
extremely surprised if he signed a 2 or 3 year deal. I think he wants a long-term contract with a lot of money guaranteed. I think he's going to get it.
Look how many shitty quarterbacks there's been in the NFL.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to talk themselves into Sam Darnold. They're going to. They're going to, and they're going to outbid the Vikings. And the Vikings are going to be okay with it because I think they're looking at their situation as they can find a quarterback with 1 year stopgap.
I think they have like 70 plus million in cap space, I believe.
Yeah.
Going into next year.
Oh, they're paying Sam Darnold.
That's why they wouldn't. You give that to you let JJ take over, and you just set up that defense and that offense even more and insulate it.
70 plus means you signed Sam Darnold. That's tons of money.
JJ McCarthy can make those throws.
So you believe Sam Darnold is going to play at an MVP level for the rest of his career?
No, that's why you wouldn't. At another organization that's not the Minnesota Vikings, you don't pay him that money. But the Minnesota Vikings, you pay him 30, 40, somewhere around there. You guarantee the first year because he'll play that year.
I think in this offense with these players and with Kevin O'Connell, Daniel Jones can have the exact same season that Sam Darnold's having right now.
I completely disagree. I think you're way underrating what Sam Darnold does as a thrower versus what Daniel Jones has ever shown you as that.
I just think you're completely throwing away the fact that Sam Darnold has never done this in his career and looked this good in his career until he got Kevin O'Connell and this offense.
Daniel Jones has never been able to do anything like this talent-wise. As a quarterback, throwing the football, whipping that bitch down the field. I
have more faith that this is more Kevin O'Connell than it is Sam Darnold, and I would bet on that, especially after just drafting your quarterback who you want to be your quarterback for the future.
Let me put it in perspective this way, I guess, because I was listening to something today. Kirk Cousins averaged 4 yards less per attempt as their quarterback, and that's Kirk Cousins, who's had a better career than Sam Darnold by far.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold has arm talent that's not relative or possessed by just anybody. Like he was drafted number 3 for that reason. I think he's a better quarterback or has better tool set as a quarterback than Daniel Jones. I think J.J. McCarthy could into the conversation, but again, I'm not just giving the keys to him right away.
I don't think you sign a quarterback you expect to be a starter to a 3-year deal after using a top 10 pick on a quarterback the year before.
I think you saw Atlanta do it.
That was that year.
Working out?
That's not working out.
Green Bay Packers do it.
Atlanta doesn't have Kevin O'Connell or Justin Jefferson or Addison.
I also think Atlanta would have a better record if they just went with
Green Bay does it all the time.
All right, fellas, off this Vikings problem for a second. Detroit Lions got some pending free agents. Derek Barnes, Davenport, Zeitler, and Carlton Davis. Prioritize these pending free agents.
What were they? Sorry?
Barnes, Davenport, Zeitler, Carlton Davis.
Carlton Davis 1, Davenport last. Zeitler 2, and then Barnes in the middle.
I agree.
Super chat from Burns says, so you toss the Vikings team to an unproven rookie next year or Daniel Jones, mess that up and you become the 90s Lions.
You were saying that same thing about Sam Darnold this year. So you toss that Vikings team to Sam Darnold after having Kirk Cousins play so well? It's Kevin O'Connell.
I don't know if I'm saying that. You let Kirk walk because you're not paying him all that money after torn Achilles.
And that's why you're going to let Sam Darnold walk because you're not going to pay him all that money after he hasn't proven that, and you just drafted your quarterback.
He's quite literally better in this system than Kirk Cousins ever was.
You shaped the system to the quarterback.
Huh?
You shaped the system to the quarterback.
We'll see. I bet money that they re-sign him, though. What was the question?
We'll hit it after the break.
We'll hit it when we're coming back from break. And once Sam Darnold is out of town, let me tell you about Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Make sure you tap in, use code word Woodward 1000, scan that QR code, and your first bet up to $1,000 will be risk-free. If it doesn't hit, you'll get the money back. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
And when you hit big from Caesars Sportsbook, take a little bit of that. Go to woodwardsports.com and get some Detroit merch. They got new Detroit shirt designs. Shop now. It is the best place for Detroit sports merch. Constantly updating it. You know we got the most creative, best swag in the city. So go ahead and go to woodwardsports.com, click the shop tab today, get yourself some brand new merch.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
New Holland Brewing Company and Taller Long Drink are here to satisfy all of your party needs. It is the best cocktail can you can get. It is a gin-based cocktail made with real grapefruit puree, and it's made here in Michigan. So support local and enjoy Taller Long Drink from New Holland Brewing Company. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. For Easy, Nick, Chase, Chris, Emma, I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights. Make sure you smash the like button. All right, Nick, you got a couple more questions of your heavyweight hoedown.
Heavyweight hoedown.
What
right,
else
fellas.
you got for us?
All right, just real quick, just to clarify. Derek Barnes, Davenport, Zeitler, and Carlton Davis are all pending free agents. How do you rank these free agents?
Yeah, it's Carlton Davis 1, Kevin Zeitler 2, Derek Barnes 3, Marcus Davenport 4. Davenport's not getting re-signed. Unless they do the Emmanuel Mosley thing and sign him back for a hay penny. But I think Carlton Davis is an extremely important part of this defense. When you look at the leadership he provides, the pedigree of being a Super Bowl champion, and having those two young guys below him with Terrion Arnold, no Jay-Z, with Terrion Arnold, allegedly, Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw. I think having that veteran piece at the top of your secondary is going to be extremely important for their growth as young players. So Carlton Davis, by the way, has been one of the best cornerbacks in football over the past 9 weeks. Take that for data. He should be for sure the number one priority. Kevin Zeitler would be extremely important to re-sign as well. I honestly think you get both of these deals done. I could very much see Kevin Zeitler liking the situation he's in, liking Dan Campbell. It seems like he likes it here, and re-signing to another kind of 1 year veteran minimum type deal. Carlton might be a 2-year extension, but those two you got to get done.
Yeah, it's tough. Number one's easily between Carlton Davis and Kevin Zeitler. The only thing with Kevin Zeitler, as great as he is, you do have another guy you drafted in the wing that you're prompted already to guard two. Mahogany. So it depends where you see him in preparation to deal with stuff. But number one, Carlton Davis. Number two, Kevin Zeitler. I think Davenport and Barnes walk personally, but I would rank them Barnes than Davenport just because Davenport was only there for the 1 year. Unless he's signed for super, super cheap.
Maybe you get Barnes on a steal too because he got injured and but he would be a decent depth piece. So if you could sign Barnes to a very small contract, I'd like that too. But I see him walking for sure.
Real quick, Chris, talking about a heavyweight hoedown and some money being thrown around. Want your thoughts on this one as well? J-Mo due up for an extension. This is a big one, fellas. Jalen Waddle down in Miami got $28.25 million a year. Similar wide receiver to Jameson Williams with electric elite speed. J-Mo, this is from me, not projected. $23.5 million over under. That's $5 million less than Waddle.
I'm gonna go under. I think this Lions team. I think Brad Holmes has shown that he is going to pay his players, but I think he also has shown that he is very good financially, and that he has created a culture that these players, like you talk about with Zeitler and others, where they're not penny pinching by any means. They're not looking for the biggest payday. So I could see a world in which it's under. I don't know if it's necessarily $5 million under, so maybe I'd go slightly over, but I don't think he gets Waddle. I don't think he gets Waddle money. I think he stays here, and I think 23.5 is a good number, but maybe I see 25.5 at the most. But I think he stays, and I think Brad Holmes gets what he wants.
I think it's going to be over that number. When you look at what wide receivers command in the market, these guys get paid, dude. It doesn't matter your stats. It doesn't matter what if you have that elite trait, if you are a playmaker, you get paid in the NFL a lot of money. We've seen all these wide receiver contracts and be like, what the hell was that? Jameson Williams is going to get a lot of money.
Yeah, whether it's Detroit or somebody else, Jameson Williams is going to get paid.
Yeah.
But we can luckily enough pick up his 5th-year option and still be Gucci.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys don't think he gets the extension this offseason?
No. They will pick up his option for sure.
Okay, they pick up the option, don't extend him like they've done with some other players. All right, fellas. Jaden Reed, good for 0 yards, 0 catches in this division matchup against the Lions. I asked this last time. Is this a problem or no problem?
For who?
Number
Packers?
1 wide receiver, Jaden Reed. 0 receptions in a divisional rivalry game in Detroit. Is this a problem moving forward for the
Dan
Packers?
Campbell hit the podium yesterday. One of the first things he said was Terran Arnold had his best game. And who was matched up against Jaden Reed for the majority of the time was Terran Arnold. We might got a fucking dog in that kid.
We do have a fucking dog in that kid, and I'm sick of seeing that fucking bullshit from all these cousins on Facebook and Twitter. Get rid of Arnold. Arnold's got to go. He can't be here anymore. That shit pisses me off so much because you just absolutely don't know ball. Yeah, Terry Arnold had him locked down in that one. I don't think that's too concerning for the Packers as a whole going forward because they don't really have a number 1. Like, he's their de facto number 1 because he gets the most volume, but all of their receivers are pretty much the same level.
All right, fellas. Seahawks, the Saints, the Vikings, and the Bears are the last 4 games for these Green Bay Packers. What is their record in those games? Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, Bears.
Do they play the Seahawks at home or on the road? That would depend on who I pick in that one. They'll beat the Saints. They'll beat the Vikings.
Who's this?
The Packers.
And Saints are a bye now.
They'll beat the
at
Saints.
Seattle.
At Seattle, they lose that game. They'll beat the Saints. They'll beat the Vikings.
At Minnesota.
At Minnesota, they'll still win that game. The Bears, if it's
at home,
it's at home.
They'll beat the Bears. The Bears are crashing out.
Yeah, they'll probably.
Listen to me, guys. The Bears won't win another game until maybe the last game of the season.
Yeah,
they made that guy the offensive coordinator for the first time as a quarterback coach, and he was doing a good job. He's getting his bearings underneath him. Fired the head coach, made him the head coach. Now there's so much more on his plate. He's lost 20 pounds since the change. Like it's not gonna be his fault either. I feel bad for Thomas Brown. It's gonna be look bad on him, but no, the Bears are gonna crash out. Look how bad they were last week.
Yeah.
And the Vikings, I mean, let's be real about the 49ers. It's not like they've been the 49ers of old to expect that type of game out of them. They haven't been. We picked them to win because they haven't been the same 49ers.
Yeah.
This Seahawks-Packers game would be a fraud test for both of them. I don't know who's going to win that one.
I think the Seahawks win at home.
And then they'll beat the Saints. Vikings, another one they toss up there, and they're going to beat the Bears.
Who you guys picking in that one? At Minnesota?
I would take the Packers.
I might take the Vikings, bro. Sam Darnold's on one.
Yeah, for real.
He's above JG and everything other than completion percentage.
We talked about having the best division in football before the year, potentially. It for sure is right now. I mean,
cook the Falcons.
I saw the stat. I think it was 12 points against 28-3 against every other team.
What'd you say?
28-3. This division, Minnesota, Lions, and the Packers. I believe the stat was 28-3 against every other team besides each other.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Insane right now. But speaking of these Vikings, fellas,
it's wild as fuck, actually.
The Athletic has ranked them number 3 in their NFL power rankings. Is this too low or too high?
I think
I know we got some power rankings coming
For
up.
the Vikings?
Yeah.
I think it's too high. I think
way too
I think
high.
that's aggressive. I think the Bills beat them. I think the Lions, the Eagles, the Bills, and the Chiefs all beat the Vikings for sure. I think the Steelers beat them as well. So that at least puts them at 4, or at least puts them at 5. I think the Vikings, they lose 3 of their remaining games on their schedule. So, but yeah, that's too high. You can't say they're better than the Chiefs or the Bills. You can't.
Too high. I respect what the Vikings are doing now.
What is it? Lions, Eagles, Vikings? Is that the rank? It's probably those 3 at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
no,
you take the
Vikings too
Ravens
high.
over them too? I would.
Record-wise, they
about
belong
the
in that
Ravens.
conversation.
I know, but
I don't think I'd take the Ravens over.
Really?
Over the Vikings?
Yeah.
I would.
Ravens kind of look fraudulent this year, man. They're just.
They do, but so do the Vikings. And I think, and I like the more.
If they had to play, if they're playing a game, it's straight up.
I'd take the Ravens.
I would probably take the Ravens too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They lost to the Chiefs by
Derrick
4
Henry.
little piggies. Fucking. What other games they had close? The Bills that were
Chiefs
crowning
game.
as the second best team in the AFC, they demolished. Like, it's just the defense can't seem to get right every once in a while. And Lamar, they lost a division game too, which happens.
All right, last one here, fellas. A little extracurricular, extra credit. Bears obviously need a head coach. Who do you guys think fills in Chicago after the season? They need leadership.
I think it's going to be Mike Vrabel.
Mike McCarthy.
Whew, that'd be a what?
Mike McCarthy gets dumped by the Cowboys. His offensive mind.
Dude, I would love that.
Caleb Williams,
Oh
receivers.
my God. Nothing would
They'll
make
do
me
well in
happier.
the regular season. Come playoffs and get that ass spanked.
Nothing would make me happier than Mike McCarthy becoming the Chicago Bears head coach. But I think
Come
it's going
back
to
to
be
the
Vrabel.
division.
Unless, dude, if I'm a fucking college team, I would pay Mike Vrabel an insane amount of money to be our head coach.
I don't think the Bill Belichick situation is going to work out.
Bill
there at
Belichick's
UNC.
not going to work out.
That's crazy.
But
they did
Mike
that.
Vrabel would be such a good college coach, getting those kids juiced, dude. Like the buy-in that he would have with the guys.
If I'm the Bears, though, I'm like, and I love the defensive side of the ball. Like I played defensive tackle. That was like what I was best at my whole life growing up. I am not hiring a defensive coach. You have to hire an offensive coach to guide Caleb Williams. You got to get that kid right. That's premium talent there. To hire a defensive coach again would be. I don't want to use the word malfeasance, but I can't think of anything else right now. That'd be stupid.
And it's got to be a young coach too. Like you think Mike McCarthy's going to come in and understand Caleb's fingernail painting? Like I don't
think it has to be a young coach. I think it's got to be the right coach.
No, I agree.
I think Mike Vrabel would be an A+ hire for the Bears.
I'd actually be pissed if they hired Vrabel. But
I would too.
Yeah, I think Vrabel is a home run hire in that, like especially with the leadership issues that they have going on right now. You put Caleb Williams with Mike Vrabel for a season, I guarantee that guy just gets tougher being around him.
For sure. Or he crashes out.
Which would be great as well.
Yeah.
Get a number 1 overall pick again. All right, fellas, that was a heavyweight huddle.
That was the heavyweight huddle. Shout out Nick.
Hold on.
Heavyweight hold on. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do some power rankings.
Hot and
Easy.
cold.
Tell us about Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right. Mark White gonna change your life. Save you up to $5,000 in the closing costs of your new home. Dial up the number 248-290-8242. Visit on markwhitesales.com. That's markwhitesales.com. Mark White.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
Are you ready for a new car? Beat the holiday rush and get an amazing deal from Les Stanford Chevrolet. Right now, the Blazer EV2 LT with all-wheel drive is only $149 per month, or check out the Equinox EV LT for $169 per month. Get to Les Stanford today or click the QR code on the screen and check out our massive inventory. Don't forget Les Stanford has Cadillac, Buick, and GMC as well. Les Stanford in Dearborn and Ferndale, lesstanford.com. Welcome back. We are the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Smash that like button. For Easy, for Nick, for Chase, for Chris, I am Spencer. We are going to do some heavyweight power rankings. See how the league shakes down. Easy, I know you like to go second, so I'll go first. Chris, you can throw mine up there.
Boom up.
Did you buy that to take the picture, or did you find that picture?
It does look like my thumb.
It does look like your thumb.
That's crazy. No, it's not. That's crazy how it does look like
that is pretty funny. All right, this is my top 10 right now. We got the Lions at #1. They're the best team in football. They continue to prove it by being undermanned, undergunned, and still winning games. Got the Eagles at #2, even though they almost had a hiccup against the Carolina Panthers. I told you that was a trap game, so I was expecting that snafu. They're still the second best team in football. Again, Bills at #3, even though they lost to the Rams and to Matthew Stafford in an absolute shootout. When you got that guy Josh Allen playing like that, you're still fighting for the #1 seed in the AFC. You already clinched your division. So I got the Bills at #3. #4, the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I mean, you could say what you want about them, but you can't move down a team that just keeps winning every week no matter what. They sold their soul to Satan. Andy Reid is serving cheeseburgers dipped in virgin blood at their meetings. Like, they just have evil juju about them and the way they're winning these games, but they are continuing to win. At #5, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, what can I say? They've been great on both sides of the ball. Russell Wilson truly having a renaissance under Mike Tomlin in that offense. #6, I got the Green Bay Packers because, as Pete said in his video, I didn't feel any different coming out of that game against the Lions that I did about the Green Bay Packers going in. They're a good team. They're one of the best teams in the NFC, and they are impressive. At #7, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Like you said, I mean, Lamar and Derrick Henry is a problem no matter how you stretch it. Their defense is weak this year, which is crazy because they've got good names, but they just haven't been able to get it together. #8, I got the Minnesota Vikings. I would take all of the teams above them straight up if they played, but the Vikings have been very good this year. Sam Darnold has been a top 5 MVP candidate so far this year. Kevin O'Connell is probably second in the Coach of the Year race, if you ask me right now. At #9, I have the Broncos. They're good, man. They're really good. They're well coached. Sean Payton has them humming. Bo Nix has looked very, very good the past couple weeks, and Patrick Surtain is probably the best cornerback in the NFL. And then at #10, I've got the Fighting Jim Harbaughs in the Los Angeles Chargers. They would be probably at 7 on this list if they could have beat the voodoo magic that is the Kansas City Chiefs, but unfortunately, the Chiefs ended up winning that game, but the Chargers got a wagon, man, and they're going to knock somebody off in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Chiefs.
Who?
The Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah, no, Lad McConkey hurt them for sure. That'll fucking double doink it in. I mean, it's insane how lucky those guys get.
Runyon says Vikings over Packers based on their record. I think the Packers are a better team. I think if they play tomorrow, I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I think Vikings win their place, but Packers would win their. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Because the Vikings did beat them, straight up at home
at Lambeau, right?
So that is that is there. But I look at Christian Darrisaw was in that game. That is a big impact. The Vikings have been playing some real soft opponents lately. I'd take the Packers if they played right now.
No surprise, I'd take the Vikings because Jordan Love threw for 3 picks in that game. I think, the way Flores runs that defense, they can get to Jordan Love a little bit. He has chilled out on the interceptions because he was leading the league for a lot of the year. Shout out Kirk Cousins taking that one over. But, no, yeah.
Dude, if Matt LaFleur gets swept by the Lions and the Vikings, does he get fired?
No, I don't think
so.
They're too scared.
They
I don't put too much stock.
Crashing out right now. The Vikings are riding a wave. I'm not mad at if you pick one or the other, honestly. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
They'd fit really well.
Yeah, currently it's Kirk Cousins number 1, Baker Mayfield number 2, Geno Smith number 3, Love number 4, and Goff number 5.
For what?
Interceptions. Yeah, I don't put too much stock into those interceptions in the early season matchup just because of the injuries Jordan Love was dealing with. We all seem kind of just escaped by the fucking hair in his taint and avoiding an MCL injury in week 1. And then he had the groin injury too. Yeah. I think obviously as the season's gone on, you see him get healthier. He's not throwing as many picks. They're also leaning on Josh Jacobs a lot more. But without further ado, second best.
Sorry, some breaking news from Ken Rosenthal. Max Fried to the Yankees, 8 years, $218 million pending a physical. Holy shit.
Big money.
That is big money for sure for Max Fried. Tarek Skubal is going to get $400 million.
More.
Without further ado, the best power rankings in the business. Although I think there's someone would have changed. Number 1 without question, Detroit Lions.
Whoa.
Just like Kraft mac and cheese, baby. Well, what do you want?
You got the Bills over the Eagles?
Got the Bills currently over the Eagles. That's the one part I would have changed. Maybe I would put the Eagles number 2 over the Bills. But, yeah, I got the Bills over the Eagles. And I'm not mad at anybody that wants to put the Eagles over the Bills. I'm not really tripping about that at all. I get the Panthers been playing better ball. But I
didn't put the Seahawks in mind. What am I fucking thinking?
Oh.
But, I had Broncos or Chargers. That's also,
yeah.
I don't hate it. They're all in the same shuffle. Well, either way, the Eagles number 3 for me just because I get the Panthers playing better ball. But you are by far a better team. There's no excuse. At home, that game should have been that way. If it was in Carolina, I get it. That wasn't the case. You were at home.
I tried to put all my gypsy magic on it if I could.
The mental fortitude isn't there for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why I pray the Lions see them. It's at home because I really do believe we can beat them. The Kansas City Chiefs, number 4, struggling once again. They got gypsy magic for damn sure.
It's Satan magic. It's not gypsy magic.
It's crazy. Satan was in the crowd somewhere wearing red. He took that fucking ball and zipped it right in after the doink. That was nuts.
That was fucking insane, dude.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, without George Pickens, still went out there, put on an offensive performance, let Russ cook. No, don't let Russ cook. Let him cook within the system. But, yeah, I am happy for Russell Wilson. The way people were disrespecting him, disregarding him. Does he go to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
It's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm glad you said it. Because I'm a little bit of a fanboy. I like to watch him in Seattle.
No, I respect him. He's a nerd and weird, but he's a very good quarterback.
His teammates hated him in Seattle.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him as much, and that he's extremely cringe. But he's a great quarterback. I'll never deny that.
The Ravens, number 6, they have, I think, 2 or 3 division losses. One really bad loss to the Raiders. It came down like the final. I mean, that was like, 23-26. And then they have, again, by the 4 little piggies, they lost that week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're still a very good team. They got the best run defense in the league. And obviously, Lamar Jackson's a threat to go off at any given moment. The Minnesota Vikings, number 7 for me. I get it. The record, they should be higher. I don't know, man. I just don't trust them yet. Last week was very surprising or telling. Sam Darnold, 5 fucking touchdowns. I mean, Jordan Addison's come on as a late like on fire. He has been balling. He kicked me out of my fantasy playoffs this past week.
Justin Jefferson's back too. He had a big game last. He had 2 touchdowns.
And I get the Vikings fans throwing it up there, doing the J-Mo and Addison comps. I think Addison's very, very, very good, and he may well be better than Jameson Williams. But when you have Justin Jefferson commanding multiple human beings to pay attention to what he's doing, a guy like Addison should be going off and have those type of numbers. Let's be real about it. Following them, I got the Packers behind the Vikings, only because I feel like the Vikings gave us a better fight the first go-around. The Packers, it was close this last time, but we're missing half our fucking team. And then the Seahawks are number 8 or number 9. I think what they're doing is very respectable. I think they're creeping up quietly but surely. The Seattle Seahawks have beaten division opponents down, and they're all right there fighting for that same playoff spots. The Cardinals were tied up with them. The 49ers were tied up with them at the time. Seahawks didn't give a shit. If you keep Geno Smith clean, this defense keep the ball in, the Seahawks can be an annoying outcome the playoff time. And then the Chargers. Ultimately, I went the Chargers over the Broncos just because of Justin Herbert over Bo Nix all day. And Jim Harbaugh, just let's be real about it, he's one of the best coaches to maybe ever do it. Jim Harbaugh is
he's one of
top
the best
10
football coaches of all time, for sure. If he gets a Super Bowl, he might be the best.
So give me them over the Broncos. And Kraft over Stovers.
Easily.
Facts.
No.
All day. Pro all day.
Gotta be.
Shit.
What?
Tiger sign someone?
No, the video of Biz fighting all those dudes in the parking lot dropped.
Send it to Chris.
Back.
Yeah.
It's kind of long.
That's all right.
That's all right. We can whelp.
I can't. I don't have fucking.
The Pistons play tonight, Chris?
What? Slack?
I can't use Slack on my laptop. Yeah.
Can you text it to yourself?
I can send it to you.
It's NBA Cup.
No,
time.
I had to take my text off there too.
Michigan basketball tonight.
I just DM'd you.
Yeah.
Dude, Biz is the
Danny
man.
Wolf,
I fucking
15
love
points.
Biz, bro.
Lock it.
What'd you say, Nick?
I liked your guys' list a lot. I like that you had Vikings over the Packers.
Dude, why are you such a Packers fan?
I do love the Packers, don't I?
Or I mean Vikings fans. Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Dexter Lawrence getting
I think they're good.
allegations.
That's not the
Oh, D-Law.
What allegation?
Diddy allegations.
Dexter Lawrence?
He looked the part. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, the defensive lineman?
Remember, I saw him. I was like, yo, I did not expect him to look like this. Chris, I sent that Barstool fight by the way too.
All right.
There was garbage in there when I did that.
Oh no.
What? Think out loud. What?
I don't know. I don't want to put
5 stars.
I don't want to call somebody that without.
You can't just say, "Oh no."
I mean, there's a picture of him say, it's a Snapchat of him. So if it was sent to an underage person, then yeah.
Does he know the age of the person?
I don't know. Like I said,
You're supposed to know all this.
You're
right
just
now.
reporting on it, Spinny. You're not making the claim.
Let's go to.
It's all alleged.
Let's go to Salvation Army, and I'll tell you about that.
Happy birthday.
When you give to the Salvation Army, your
Happy
donation makes it
birthday
possible to serve our community's most vulnerable 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The Salvation Army of Metro Detroit's 2024 Red Kettle Campaign Christmas campaign fundraising goal is $7 million. Your contributions will help provide love beyond Christmas to individuals in need of food, shelter, and compassion. Scan the QR code on the screen or donate to sagreatlakes.org to donate.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Coffee roasters, locally roasted, delicious coffee delivered right to your door. Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Subscribe at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first order. SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence stuff is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the video.
Crazy.
Well, Mom and Dad were fighting. I didn't know what to do.
Huh?
Mom and
I
Dad
told
were
you you're
fighting.
not gonna be able to see much. It's on if it's on parking lot cameras and they're really far away. But if you want to play it, you can play it.
Okay.
Put it up. Put it
There
up.
we go.
And the first minute of it, nothing happens.
Happy birthday to you.
This was Biz.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking annoying, bro.
Biz was spitting chiclets after he stopped an altercation where 6 or 7 grown men were beating a manager of an establishment that he frequents, and he went over there to try to stop him. There's an original video of the fight that starts in the restaurant, and Biz hits the one guy. They're all running out, and then this is them out in the parking lot.
I got to add 3 cams, so it's a
Bunch
little
of
more.
scoundrels.
So yeah, Biz is a legend though.
Yeah, that's a legendary moment. I guess that guy got arrested again at a poker table.
Yeah, it sounds like
Punching
they're
out
just pieces
another
of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna fucking jump a dude 6-1, you are a piece of shit.
You could have kept the poker. I
And
don't
if
think
you're
it's kept
just
it or
gonna
anything, but
assault a fucking employee for doing his job, you're a fucking loser. But yeah, you can't really see much in the video. Like I said, it's probably why we shouldn't have played it. But the next camera cut that happens, you actually see some stuff going down.
We'll go back to that.
It's going down for real.
They're up there in the top of the screen, and there,
Oh,
here
there we
you
go.
see them. Yeah, you see them all come running over here behind the dumpster.
Boom! Wait, was that Biz or him?
I'm not sure. Oh, that was Biz. That hit him because you see them all trying to get Biz off of him.
Yeah, it's gotta be Biz.
Yeah, I mean, he's a professional hockey player. You know? He's a big guy.
Used to fight,
They're
right?
fucking
That must
kicking
be
him
when
and
he
shit. It looks like Biz took the one dude. He said, "I'm gonna take you down." He beat the shit out of him, and then his buddies were kicking him and shit while he was beating the shit out of his one friend. And so yeah,
Goddamn tree.
Paul Bissonnette, Dakota Mullet. He used to be he works for Barstool. He used to be a fourth line guy for the Yotes for a lot of his career. He's the man. He's one of the funniest guys on in sports media.
Was he an enforcer?
Spit and Chicklets is one of my favorite podcasts in the game.
Was he an enforcer?
No, he was just kind of an idiot. What's up? You got breaking news?
Breaking news, fellas. Michigan is hiring North Carolina OC/quarterback coach Chip Lindsey for the same position. Michigan has found their offensive coordinator
Chip Lindsey.
Yep, quarterbacks coach. In 2023, Lindsey oversaw one of the nation's most dynamic offenses. UNC racked up 491 total yards per game, which ranked 7th nationally and 1st in the ACC, and scored 34.5 points per game. That was back in 2023.
So you was Drake May's quarterback coach, or
Drake May is best year.
Sam Howell, or Drake?
It was Drake May's
May's best year. He was the
Yeah.
quarterback coach. That's a good signing. We'll see if he can, run an offense. I
Yeah,
mean,
because Drake May kind of took a step back in 24.
yeah.
Or no, yeah.
Well, he lost
see.
a bunch. He lost a bunch of wide
Yeah,
receivers.
exactly. So get some talent in there. See what he can do with Bryce.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a young offensive mind from a university that had quite some offensive success with 2 NFL caliber quarterbacks in Sam Howell and Drake May. So that's a good signing. We'll see what happens.
Who's a better wide receiver, Jameson Williams, Jordan Addison? Or
Right now?
Should we say that for tomorrow?
We can save that for tomorrow.
All right.
Save it for the show.
Save it for the show. Save it for the show. Save it for the show.
Any
Save it
closing
for the
thoughts,
show.
Easy?
Closing thoughts. Don't play in traffic. First and foremost.
That's good. That's a good good word of wisdom.
Biz should be drinking for free at that place for.
Oh, I'm sure he already did, but yeah.
Would you do a 6-on-1?
If I had to, yeah.
Kind of have no choice, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think you had a choice.
I'm gonna knock at least fucking 2 of them out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm aiming at least.
With these fucking meat hooks, if I put my head down and start fucking swinging at 6 dudes, I guarantee I'm knocking 2 of them out.
They say you gotta pick the biggest guy and just go at him.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm kicking somebody. I'm gonna Spartan kick somebody in the fucking
Oh,
chest.
I'm cheating. I'm grabbing fucking
Oh, yeah.
garbage cans.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Is that what they
Rocks.
say? You go at the biggest guy?
Oh yeah. If you're getting
I
jumped,
think-
you gotta take the number
Biggest guy
one
out. Just try to get him
fucking priority out first.
If you take him out, it automatic intimidation. Jesus. Automatic intimidation factor.
And that's your number one problem.
Yeah.
Out of commission early.
That's great advice.
Or maybe just go for the KO on someone. Someone has to tend to that guy.
Yeah.
So maybe take 2 off you.
But
Now
that'll
I
do
just
it
see
for us
verse
today.
3.
Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that
Hopefully
like
you're never
button.
in that situation. I hope
Hopefully
I'm
you're
never in that situation. Yeah.
Hopefully you're not brawling on the streets of Royal Oak. I put some fucking kids down that night, I'll tell you that. For Easy, for Nick, for Chase, for Chris, I'm Spenny. We're the heavyweights. Appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.